Down 5, minute 15 on the game clock. Levine. Wow!
Russell Westbrook drives him, flips it up, fires it up with .2 showing on the clock.
Today I'm doing a sequel to my previous video, the best defender of all time, except in this list I'm looking into some of the best offensive players to play the game of basketball. Notice that I said the best offensive player, not the scorer, so it includes more than just scoring, but scoring is the biggest part of it, so it's gonna be a pretty different and divisive list. This is who I believe is the best offensive player to play the game of basketball, and before I start the video, here are some honorable mentions. James Harden, Dirk Nowitzki, T-Mac, Oscar Robertson, Russell Westbrook, who just missed the list, and also some young names to look out for who in the future will show up in the list like this: Luka Doncic, Victor Wembanyama, Nikola Jokic, to name a few. Now let's start.
1 second. West throws it up. He makes it. West threw it up.
Number 10, Jerry West. Mr. Clutch Jerry West didn't get the nickname for nothing. In an era filled with big men and post-move scoring on display, Jerry West revolutionized the guard position alongside Oscar Robertson. It was a hard decision choosing between those two to put on my list. I chose Jerry West, although I do think Oscar is great on his own. But if we are talking about scoring, Jerry was better than Oscar on that regard. His career average was 27 points per game, 5.8 rebounds and 6.8 assists for a regular season. Not to mention his amazing and bittersweet playoff runs. But when you needed a shot in that era, few were as great as Jerry West.
Jerry West made it from the other side of the midcourt stripe.
In the hands of Anthony. Anthony for three. Puts it in. Knicks by 1.
Number 9, Carmelo Anthony. Melo is one of the greatest and most innovative scorer of all time in my opinion. He was on a tear from 2003 to 2013 in his prime. He is currently number 10 in all-time scoring leaderboard. He led Denver Nuggets to playoffs every year from 2004 to 2010. In an ISO, I trust not many players as much as I trust Melo. He averaged about 22 points per game for his whole career, and his international exploits in Olympics is legendary. And he was also one of the best college players of all time. He may have not gotten much success in terms of championships, but if you are talking about greatest scorers of all time, Carmelo Anthony deserves the spot on this list.
Oh, wow! They're still standing. They're still standing. No words needed for that.
If it goes, it didn't go, he's fouled. These free throws will help him get it.
Oh, yeah, that's the easiest way to get him.
There's one. He needs 5.
Number 8, Shaquille O'Neal. Shaq was a monster in this game. It is well known, and if you have forgotten, let me tell you about it. A 7 feet, 325 pounds giant of a man, and he could outrun most people in his prime. Just think about it for a second. Who would try and stop that? No one. Exactly that's what happened for most of his career. There were not many who could stop him. He averaged about 23 points per game, 10 rebounds and 2 blocks to boot. Multiple championships and final MVPs, edging his name on greatest centers of all time list. No one is better than Shaq in paint.
He's allowed to pass. Slam dunk. Standing ovation. Beautiful play. Slam dunk. 54 points.
Allen Iverson against the rookie Russell Westbrook. Drives him, flips it up, fires it up with point.
Number 7, Allen Iverson. Remember when I said who I believe is the best scorer is? AI is just that. I don't think many people get how good Allen Iverson was in his prime. Not much for his size. He was only 6 feet, 165 pounds, but he made up for it in his creativity and most important aspect of the game, ball knowledge. He knew how to score and score big. He averaged about 26 points, 6 assists per game for his whole career, and in playoffs he was monster. In 2001, he led Philadelphia 76ers to NBA Finals, scoring 48 points in Game 1, but came up short against Kobe and Shaq. He had a nice jump shot, amazing handles, and a lion's heart. A true icon of this game, and definitely deserves the nod in this type of list.
Iverson for three. Yes! Allen Iverson has given the Sixers a...
Give it to West. Missed the shot. Goodrich the rebound. Missed the shot. Chamberlain missed.
Number 6, Wilt Chamberlain and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I kinda cheated here putting two giants of the game together, but I didn't want to leave either of them. A former point scoring leader and a man with unfathomably long list of records, Kareem and Wilt Chamberlain. Both of these Hall of Famers were amazing in their own right. Both have faced each other multiple times, even though it was most of the times a young Kareem against Wilt Chamberlain. Both are accomplished players, multiple championships, with Kareem having more, 6-2, Wilt's 2 championship. Their career averages were for Kareem 24 points, 11 rebounds, 3.6 assists per game, and for Wilt 30 points, 22 rebounds and 4.4 assists per game. Yeah, you can see the stark difference between their stats, but it's more than that. There were not many free freak athletes like built in his era, and there is no one who can block the most unblockable shot, Kareem's skyhook. Both are Hall of Famers and both deserve a spot in this list.
Around Eaton, beautifully slam dunk. Just get set. You have to use quickness while he's leaning on you, and he doesn't react as well. The next time, he'll be back off of Kareem maybe, and Kareem will be
Those lay-ins. Oh, the crossover by Durant takes to the rim. What a move by Kevin Durant.
Number 5, Kevin Durant. I think no one is surprised Kevin Durant is on this list, and if you are surprised, you simply don't know basketball. Recently surpassing Shaq with 30,000 points in scoring all time, KD is one of the best scorers of last decade or so. He has a length of 6 feet 11 and a really high arcing jump shot to go along with it. Not many people can say they have blocked a Kevin Durant jump shot. Not to his former OKC teammate, 2 times NBA champion and a Finals MVP, 4 times scoring champion, consequently from 2010 to 2012 and in 2014 again, and a 4-time Olympic gold medalist to boot. He is currently an active player and he is sure to add more to his resume. He shows no sign of decline in his greatness, and not to be sure when it's all over, he might be much above in these types of lists.
But that put a battery in Durant's back as well. Well, here's Durant firing and hits a 3 for Kevin Durant. Drake back from a long. They do have a timeout. Decide not to use it. Curry way downtown. Bang! Bang! Oh, what a shot from Curry!
Number 4, Stephen Curry. Now we come to a once-in-a-generation type of player who has revolutionized the modern sport of basketball as we know it, and his name is Wardell Stephen Curry II. He is widely considered as the greatest shooter of all time and has revolutionized the way we think about three-point line today. There should be no surprise he is the leading scorer of all time in three-pointers, but it's not just his three-point shooting. His handles, his movement on the court. Curry is always a threat when he is on the court, whether he has the ball or not. Multiple championships and MVPs, and he has the highest free throw percentage in history. When he's playing the game of basketball, he makes you feel that the impossible things are possible. Picture a scenario being triple teamed, and we take it for granted how he still finds a way to score or assist the next point in the game. Truly a offensive powerhouse.
Bad memories, personally for myself, and I saw everyone out here oohing and on with him. He's already got some.
That ball will never be the same. Walk-off winner. Shades of 2009 again.
Number 3, LeBron James. Next on the list is King James, who needs not much of an introduction because he's already considered the GOAT of the sport of basketball by many, and for good reason too. But today I'm focusing on his offense, and he's one of the only few people who maximizes each player's potential on his team through his amazing IQ, and not to discredit his own offense. Not to that, if you'll see LeBron running on a fast break, he's gonna score that. There is not many people who can stop on a fast break and on inside the paint. Also, his shooting has improved over the years, and he's one of the best three-point shooters of all time. Shout out to his Lefa Q3.
You can see him setting up Bielitsa for that move.
He's actually currently number 7 on three-pointers all time. While we are talking about offense, can't forget to mention him breaking the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's record and becoming the NBA's all-time scoring leader. That record ended for over 20 years. And if you doubt his placement that high, just listen to this. He's averaging close and maybe better to his prime at the age of fucking 40. Not even the greatest had defied the obstacle of age, but he seamlessly has been able to do so. One of the best offensive player of all time.
Coming to the end of the third quarter. LeBron James, a shot in history. LeBron stands alone. Artest looking, gets it to Bryant. Bryant dribbling, has to put it up with the buzzer. Banks it in. He banks in the 3. And the Lakers win the game.
Number 2, Kobe Bryant. Now to Kobe Bryant, the Black Mamba. He was one of the most clutch player of all time. He has countless scoring records, a 2-time scoring champion, many 60-point games, and the infamous 81-point game. He was a scoring machine till the day he retired, a master of his craft and a psychopath when it comes to mental strength and aptitude. But what makes him that good to be that high on this list? It's his love for the game, and I have not seen many people that dedicated to this sport. He has influenced, inspired the work ethic, and defined the statement of hard work pays off to his success. A 5-time NBA champion, MVP, and a 2 times Finals MVP, a monster in each of his Olympic teams, and had one of the best straightaway shot of all time. Probably the best straightaway shot. While many talented players will come and go in the future, I don't think anyone will be as good as Kobe. Sadly to say, last of his kind.
Will Kobe give them one last gamer? Bryant on the move with the jumper. Oh my! 58 points! And the Lakers lead!
17 seconds from game 7 or from championship number 6.
Jordan. Open. Chicago with the lead.
Number 1, Michael Jordan. I don't think anyone is surprised Michael is at number 1. While Kobe was last of his kind, Michael was the first of his kind in that era. Everything I said about Kobe is more than applicable to MJ. It's well known Kobe modeled his play style to MJ's. Widely considered as the greatest player to play the game of basketball, he is one of the best two-way players of all time. Great on both offense and defense. His defense is underrated, but his offense is what made him the biggest and most prominent star NBA has ever produced. 6 times NBA champion, 6 times Finals MVP, a 5-time regular season MVP, and a freaking record of 10 times scoring champion. Coming from 1987 to 1993 and from 96 till 98, he won the scoring title all of those years. I can list out his accolades, but what makes him differ from Kobe is that he was more of a psychopath than Kobe. What I mean by is that MJ was ruthless in his offense. He not just wanted to beat you, he would embarrass you if you clicked the wrong button in his head. He would continuously look for something to take him off. Go watch The Last Dance if you want more of a proof of that. The I took it personally line became popular just because of that. Not to downplay his skill on the court, he was a monster on the court and made tough shots after tough shots for his team Chicago Bulls. Many high scoring games and buzzer beaters later, in my opinion, he is the most unstoppable basketball player we have ever seen. One of the best and my pick for the best offensive player of all time.
Michael Jordan hit the basket at the buzzer as a disconsolate Lenny Wilkens leaves the floor, and for the second time today, the visiting team has won the deciding game in an opening round series, and the Chicago Bulls will move on to play the New York Knicks in the best of 7.
Now tell me who I missed in the list, and if you agree or disagree with my picks, tell me your favorite players in the game right now. Who is most likely to replace someone in this list? That's the video. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe and comment for future content.
Ridiculous. Unreal. I tell you, we're starting to just be in a wow mode. Every time he touches the ball, a 9-point quarter for Donovan.
Donovan Mitchell, he has taken over.